See, when I ain't had no money, I still had sauce. If you don't got no sauce, then you're lost. But you can also get lost in the sauce.
What's happening? What you mean, SauceTV? Man, month of March, man. We in the first quarter, about to be over with already. 2025 moving along, and Project 2025 is still progressing. Shout out to all my peoples out here who are disappointed in their vote. What's happening, man? You boy DJ Sturgis, man, back, man, with my guy Austin McCall.
What up? I thought you was gonna say shout out to Trump.
What the fuck was
That
that
would
for?
crazy. That would
No, I
ain't.
ain't. No, never happening on this platform ever. Anyways, man, we've been seeing a lot of crazy stuff play out on the social medias. A lot of artists, rappers having some legal issues. And I think we should start this off, first of all, by paying our respects and sending condolences out to Lotto Savage and his family. He was tragically killed on the east side, and thankfully the police, they did find and arrest this guy. They found him down in Clayco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they found him like 2 days later. You know what I'm
saying? I saw when he died. It was real. There's a lot of people that were really upset, man. Shout out to his family. I hope they can get through it. But yeah, that shit was crazy. I thought he really had a chance to make it a couple maybe like 10 years ago. I really thought that because I forget the name of his song.
Yeah, Whoa, Trapped It Out. He had a few records.
A couple of them.
Yeah, he had a few records.
He had some motion features with some dudes on the east side and stuff like that. Sad to see. Also, R.I.P. to my man George Foreman.
Oh yeah,
one of the greatest.
Yeah, man. Before we had them air fryers, man, we had the George Foremans.
That shit really did change. Like that shit. I don't know exactly how much bread he made off that. But he made more as like the front man for that grill than anybody else that ever done that shit. Not people.
Yeah.
You see Hulk Hogan trying to like run around selling his beer right now, bro. Like that shit, all that shit just because of George Foreman.
Yeah, man. The OG, man. But even back to Lotto Savage, I'm also I just had Hood Anchor Ye on here last week, and he was cool with Lotto Savage, and he actually covered the crime scene like he usually does with the content that he makes and drops, and he did his video just like he does any other video, out there. But he said, like one reason why he can empathize with these families is because he's been through. He talked about that on the episode, so it was just actually, just kind of crazy for him to say that here, and then a week later he really has to cover a scene of somebody that he was cool with, So again, rest in peace to Lotto Savage, and then it was the big ass RICO, another one.
I'm so excited.
Nah, bro, I'm just saying, man, they keep dropping these shits, bro. Shit, the feds is dropping RICOs more than artists are dropping quality albums.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like now it's real gang members though. Big U, he's well known on the West Coast and out there in LA, Rolling 60s Crip, and he got indicted, he got picked up along with Brick Baby, Loose Cannon, guys that you see on No Jumper. And, some more members of the Rolling 60s, man. That was crazy to see. That shit really did happen out of nowhere. And I actually spoke to one of my friends out there in L.A., and she's from a blood neighborhood. And she was like, this RICO right here is just like the Young Thug YSL RICO for y'all. Like she kind of broke it down like that. Different. Yeah, it does, but also, but like, look at the wild shit from it though too, because like they are really taking what these guys said on podcasts and using that against them. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't seen that shit. I ain't seen nothing to say that shit for real.
I've seen one. I've seen one. I'll show you a video. I got one.
No, I'm talking about show me, not them saying it. I'm talking about show me like a court document that's citing fucking No Jumper. That's what I'm talking about. You niggas need to stop.
I just read through the indictment.
I hate you niggas.
I just read through the indictment before we. Well, hold up, though. They was using documentaries. Like it's
that's not.
Wait. But that was only one part that I was reading though. I ain't finished reading the whole indictment. So if they using documentaries, I can't say that it's beyond that, because actually Adam 22 he's mentioned in the indictment.
Okay.
So
that means, but see, to me, that don't. It's a lot that comes into that. I mean, like Adam, and now it's gonna. I know some of you niggas is gonna be like, "Oh, why he defending them niggas?" I'm not defending them niggas. I think Adam's a weird fucking person, but that nigga name could be in an indictment because he let all them Crip niggas hang out at his fucking compound, and it
was on his platform.
Yeah, and not just the platform, because I'm not talking about like what they say or don't say online. Nigga, if you got 60 Crips at a compound And some of them niggas is serving while they just kicking it up there.
Of course,
shit,
doing what they do.
Doing whatever they do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, nigga, we gonna put you in the indictment. We might need to come to no jumper, nigga. All that shit can be true. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that them niggas is not fucking idiots for sitting down. That Brick Baby nigga is special kind of stupid. I done seen Brick Baby say some of the stupidest shit a criminal could ever say.
I got a video of that.
The video where he said he got more murders than a nigga got squabbles?
Yep.
You a fucking idiot, bruh. Whatever happens to you, you want that shit. I don't even understand that, bro. These niggas sit down in front of these fucking microphones and talk all this gangster shit, bruh. I never get it. You niggas look stupid as fuck. Talking about gangster shit and what y'all niggas would never do and what y'all would do to niggas. And then when the people come, y'all say free. Y'all niggas gotta have fish fries. Like, I don't know, bruh. Like, a nigga that say on camera, bro, that I got more murders than you got fights, don't get to complain about getting picked up by the feds.
Facts.
Y'all get to complain, bruh. Some of you niggas just get what you deserve, bruh. If you feel like that's the tough shit that you need to be saying to, like, I don't know, make money in podcasting, cool.
But hold up. But here's the thing, though. Like, you done seen niggas get into it. But it probably wasn't no cameras around. Niggas would say that same type of shit. If it was just me and you, stupid. You know what I'm saying? You know, like niggas going back and forth. Like, we've all seen that. It's just that now some of these people real life don't care if there's a camera around. They gonna say whatever they want to say.
That act like that, like that acted like that before the cameras and all that shit, just as stupid.
Yeah.
I'm not giving them niggas less credit or more credit than them niggas. I think you the same dumbass nigga if you say something like that.
But that's what I'm speaking to. I'm speaking towards you being a dumbass nigga, because only a dumbass nigga is just gonna go out there and just fly off the handle and say some shit like that. And the majority of niggas who was saying that shit even back in the day before cameras, that was lying. You know what I'm saying? But like, we knew that.
Dog, even Big U, bro. Like, shout out to what that nigga done did for some of them niggas out there, bro. But if you couldn't tell that he was, I mean, come on, bro.
I wasn't paying attention to Big U like that, man.
He started portraying himself like he was Uncle Snoop with the football teams. And
yeah, I saw that.
I already knew that wasn't you, bro. Shout out to you and helping them niggas and all that stuff. I know he done helped some niggas make it to the. They always can help. His son
played for the Chargers. He is starting linebacker.
They play for the Chargers.
His son, and he be at the games.
I know he be at the games.
Yeah, all of them. So,
bro, you gonna fuck around and get your son in trouble? Like, this shit bad, bro.
Nah, I mean, like, here's the thing. Man. Here's the thing. Your son works for $1 billion corporation.
You can't bring this shit to
as an asset.
It can't be a part of this shit. Like, them niggas got, bro. Them niggas talk about all the shit that's in the thing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, to me, it's not like the thug shit where they was trying to piece things together from street niggas and songs and shit like this. They got you niggas on camera screaming this shit out. Big, you done had at least 10 conversations on camera about checking in.
Yeah.
He have conversations about checking in like a nigga brush his teeth.
That's what they cited in the indictment, because he talked about it on the
indictment. These niggas look up to you.
He said this in a documentary when he said all this too. That's wild.
These niggas, I don't know what you niggas be thinking like laws are, or like how long it take before niggas can come get you and pick you up, bruh. If you are a nigga that is claiming to be a retired gang member and you somehow have control over all the gang members in a certain part of the city you live in, they are going to come get you. And if you get on camera and you start telling people that that's what you are and how you do it, they really gonna come get you. That Brick Baby shit make me sad. Like, I didn't know, like, not sad, like, oh man, I feel for the nigga, but like, legitimately, like, damn, nigga, why would you say that ever to anybody? Like, who was you arguing with?
We going back to this type of person.
Go up there. Yeah, Adam, for everything Adam might be, like, I'm not one of them niggas that sit and blame Adam and Vlad for niggas wanting to go up there and talk they shit to look popular and shit like that.
Absolutely.
I didn't blame Vlad when, what's my dog from Philly that got life?
ARL?
Oh my God, I didn't feel bad. I didn't blame Vlad because ARL wanted to go to Vlad and detail every fucking crime and murder that happened in Philadelphia for like 5 years. I felt like he was just fucking stupid. I'm not gonna blame Adam for these stupid ass Crip niggas that for some reason
Crips and Bloods, gang members,
gang stupid ass LA niggas that for some reason had decided they was getting over on this nigga, and that he was the one that was in the that was getting taken advantage of because we get to use Adam's shit and get clout and form these internet personas and all this shit. When the whole time all you doing is talking about real shit that done happened, and you're not giving any thought to what's gonna happen in a year. Because you don't give a fuck. And that's cool. That not giving a fuck is like you in real life. You're gonna see how it plays out. Cause half of these niggas, like you said, bruh, it's always niggas that want to nut up around people and act like don't know. It don't matter where we are or what we're doing. Like nigga, you
prime example, like you know what, you've been hanging around and there's some females around, and then it's a nigga who was just say some off the wall shit like, "Hey man, you remember when we robbed so and so?" Like just to try to impress the females.
It was me.
You was doing that?
Nigga, when I was in like middle school, I did some shit like that. In middle school.
Oh, you was in middle school though, man.
I'm not gonna get myself that. It was either middle school or 9th grade. It might have been like 14, 15.
Okay,
nigga, I did something around my best friend. Like I'm playing with him how we always would play, nigga.
Yeah.
I said something to this nigga. Soon as we left, the nigga, he wasn't laughing or nothing. That nigga was like, "Hey, don't do that in front of them, bro." I was like, "What?" He like, "Bro, don't talk to me like that in front of the hoes like that, bro." I was like, "Nigga, we talk like this." I think I called him a bitch or something. Like, we talk like this all the time. You hear me all the time on the phone with my brother and shit. You a bitch. He called me a bitch. And I don't do that in front of them hoes. I was like, "Why?" He was like, "Cause them hoes don't know me like that, bro. They gonna think I'm like that. Like they gonna think they can play with me and some shit like that." And I stopped doing it. But yeah, bro, seeing niggas that get out of character, bro, just for the like, even if it's not for the look, bro, like you go out of your way to make a scene, bro. You niggas be lame, bro.
But
every time.
This is something I had to just remind myself of. When a white guy with a camera approaches a certain type of group of black people, they feel comfortable enough to be able to say everything in front of that camera.
I don't think
because they think white. No, but hold up. Listen, you can go off Cleveland Avenue, try to do the same type of shit that you see a lot of these white guys do, and they're gonna think that you are like an informant, you snitching, all this other type of shit. They put all the negative connotations on you because you black and you supposed to know better. Whereas a white guy with the camera, oh hey, gang, 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 gang. That's what they do, and you see it repeated over and over and over.
I don't think
they get comfortable. They get more comfortable around certain white people. I'm telling you, black people really do this type of shit. And these types of niggas, they do that. When a white guy with a camera want to come on, oh shit, we can say what in front of your camera? This is what we gonna do. Everything else, when they out there actually committing the crimes that they talking about on camera, they don't want no cameras around.
I think most of these niggas, I think a lot of niggas, I do believe in the like niggas being more comfortable around white people, but I don't think like they see a nigga and think he an informant because he asking the same questions. It's because of ignorance, nigga. It's because them niggas, like when they see a nigga, until a lot of niggas that be in, at least around the people I know, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of niggas that be in the streets don't realize that you don't have to be in the streets until they well into the streets or they grown almost. Mm-hmm. So yeah, if you walk up in fucking O Block or whatever 10 years ago as a nigga and you start asking them niggas questions, they're gonna be like, why the fuck you asking questions and not toting poles or doing whatever the fuck like we do?
Exactly.
Like you a bitch or something? Like it might end up being a conversation just because of something like that. The same situation could happen with like Trap Lord Ross, and because it's almost like they want to impress him. So it's like, yeah, let me show you how crazy it is over here. Let me show you how rough it is.
Yeah.
Like, that's really what them niggas be doing. And at the same time, all them white people aren't aware of that exactly being what's going on, and they still, like, lean into it. Some of them are. Like, at this point, like, do I think Vlad doesn't understand that these niggas are itching to talk to somebody that they want to appear like, yeah, I got all this crazy shit. Look, I'm an interesting rapper. That's really what that shit is. Like, they want to come off interesting, like these are my war stories.
Okay.
And I survived. Like bro, it's nothing nobody can tell me about AR Ab. Like like in my head, AR Ab thought he was like a 5-star general that made it through some crazy shit. He just had a bunch of stories to tell. And that shit probably is true. He just shouldn't have did that shit.
Yeah.
That's all it come down to. Like, you are a nigga that survived a whole bunch of crazy shit. And guess what? Nobody should ever hear any of these stories that's not directly sitting in front of you.
Ain't that breaking the street code though? That was part of the street code. Oh, we done got away with it, so why talk about it? You don't talk about no bodies. You don't talk about none of that shit. But here we go.
Dog was passing that video out in what? That was like 95?
That was 93.
All right, so that shit been dead. That's not a real thing, bro.
Yeah, but everybody watching automatically knew. Like, come on, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, we wouldn't dare do no shit like that.
A lot of niggas saw that shit and did that shit, though.
Too.
and still do that shit. Niggas walk around and will show you, look at this nigga I shot. I'll never forget I bought some weed one time and a nigga told me, I just had to shoot a nigga. And I remember looking at him like, why did he tell us that? Like, talking to him, as soon as we left, me and my brother, why would he tell us that? And he was just like, I don't know. And we just left. And I thought about that shit forever. Like, why did he tell? Nigga tried to run off on me. And then handed us the gas. And I was just like, damn, he could have just handed us the weed. Why did he tell us that? Like, what if we get pulled over or anything, bro? But that's how niggas is, bro. Niggas go out their way to impress other men. Like, it's really crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It's just legit. And don't nobody, cause like niggas don't talk like that. So ain't nobody finna be like, oh, I just want to seem cool. Like, ain't nobody gonna ever tell you that, bro. But when you really listen to what niggas be saying and how they be acting and how they position themselves, they legit be trying to come off as cool as possible.
So do you think that that's the case with this whole Big U Rico?
No, I think Big U thinks that he clearly was a gang member, and then he thought he had elevated above that and wanted to be like some kind of, like, have some major status. And according to them documents and shit, like extorting niggas and shit like that, which I had heard for a long time about them NBA niggas going out there and getting extorted, which only makes sense. I mean, you niggas want to go. If you're getting extorted and you in the NBA, you a fucking loser, bro. Like, it's really simple, bro. You going out your way.
Or you doing too much.
You going out your way to kick it in the hood. For what? For what?
No, but here's the thing. Some of that ain't even about kicking it in the hood. Like, it's LA. It's LA. Like you just
bro, you
trying to move.
You want to have a party adjacent to where the 60s live, though, nigga. Why?
Bro,
why?
Bro, them gang members really be infiltrated in all them.
No, I said Justin Bieber and niggas is probably gonna pull up that video of him in the car. Ignore that. That's not a real. I don't know what was going on there. You know what I'm talking about?
No, but anyway.
My fault, Justin Bieber.
but anyways, you got a good point though. You got a good point. Like, certain people don't got to go check in, and that's the thing. So it's like, why y'all really trying to?
They want to seem cool, and they want to be able to do what they want to do.
They want to seem like they connected to this person in the streets and that person in the streets.
Dog, nigga, the story that went viral out of that shit was Adrian Broner coming down there a couple years ago and taking niggas.
Yeah, they got that in the indictment. I read that.
You let a nigga, first of all,
with fake dice
shouldn't even be like, come on, twin. You let a nigga take you for $4 million before and didn't realize the dice was fucked? Nigga, I don't even shoot dice and I can tell you when dice is fucked. $4 million, nigga. And then the funniest shit was he took like 1.5 from one nigga and 3 point something or 3 from another nigga. And them niggas couldn't get their money back apparently. So let's go talk to Big U.
Yeah, Big U had them press them, and then
first of all, how the fuck, unless them niggas was down to kill Adrian Broner, they wasn't finna press him for real. Unless they was down to kill him. Then on top of it, bro.
From what I read in this indictment,
they was down to kill him?
They got that money back.
Oh, cool. Listen, them niggas.
Hey, bro, you got the money back. What we doing?
Them niggas wanted, which at the same time, I wouldn't even call that extortion. I would just call that two stupid motherfuckers that needed help. He got like, they said 100,000 from each of them.
Yep.
Something that returned $4 million.
Yeah.
That nigga gave you a deal. You lucky he didn't fuck you over. So I don't feel bad for I don't feel bad for none of them niggas. I feel for the niggas' families. You know what I'm saying? Especially with you being an older dude with a son that's grown and shit like that.
Kids
I know
grown.
that shit is tough, but you got to live with our decisions sometimes, bro. That shit tough.
And I think more black people, especially people who want to operate on that side of the law, need to understand they're playing the game differently. They're playing the game as the game is being played. Yes, I need evidence on you. No. Do I wanna sit and do a surveillance camera outside your house and follow you and stuff like that?
Yes.
Yeah, like that costs money. Or, damn, you know what? Y'all posting about this shit on social media, man. So I mean, you ain't like legit. Here's the one thing about it. Like we just talked about it. Like, niggas will say some outlandish shit in front of a camera or even just back and forth with another nigga. But there's always that one thing that's hanging in the air. This nigga could be lying. The problem is these people don't even care no more. They like, listen, if I can make this jury believe it, even if you just made this whole shit up, why not? And that's really how the game being played now. Just like how they wanted to use rap lyrics and against Thug and them. It's the same thing. Right before that, you had never heard of it.
That shit did not work.
You had never heard of it. Yeah, it did not work. It did not work.
Boosie, got hit with him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody, like we have to start realizing they are playing the game as the game is being played. What are y'all doing? How can I get this evidence? Oh, what can I charge you with? What did you say on what? Okay, cool. Let's just let the shit pile up.
Bro, it come down to it.
Or if somebody come to me and say that you did something too, because everybody out here informants and shit too. So if they throw me a bone on you and I can find this evidence, what the fuck?
Bro,
that's how they playing it.
Simple ass shit, bro. I ain't the smartest nigga in the world. He not the smartest nigga in the world. You don't got to be the smartest nigga in the world to not be the stupidest nigga on earth. Y'all niggas are just not that smart. That's all it is. Like, bro, I hate to be the nigga that's breaking the bad news, bro. A lot of you niggas that's in the streets that for some reason think you understand the law and understand charges and understand like the minimums of the crimes that you would get. More than half of the time, you niggas be wrong. Just in casual conversation with niggas.
That's why they think that they can beat their charges.
I found out how little you niggas really know about what the fuck y'all be talking about. When the shit with Thug and Gunna happened, with the plea deal shit, it really was like, wait, y'all niggas for real? Like having to listen to a nigga logic that was like, nah, that shit was snitching, nigga. Like, do you understand what this shit means? Or like what him not being a part of the case means or any of that? Like, no, I just know him not standing there make Thug look guilty. Like, that's not how none of that work. And half of you niggas don't
just
know
for him to take a plea.
About. No, of course not. But you niggas are so fucking stupid. You think the only way to beat the charge is if we both standing in this bitch shoulder to shoulder, and then the nigga say not guilty to both of us at the same time.
No,
that's the only way. Y'all niggas crazy, bro.
Yeah, you are crazy because at the end of the day, only somebody as stupid as you because you think you're smarter than everybody, and that's why your ass is in the situation that you in the first place.
Goddamn judge.
You thought you were smarter than everybody. That's really what it was. Now look at your ass.
These niggas, bro. Watching that case, I remember a nigga told me straight up, like, man, they trying to use Thug tweets. That's fucked up. What? You think it's fucked up to use his words? It's like, yeah, bro, he could just be playing or high. I'm like, yeah, he could. Guess what? They don't give him. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Not when I'm trying to prove a point, nigga, or throw your ass in jail. These niggas just not that. Bruh, there's plenty of niggas that are like street niggas or been in the streets that transition into doing other things without mentioning everything they did the 15, 20 years before that. Bro. Going out your way on a platform, that shit, I keep going back to that Brick Baby shit, bro. That Brick Baby shit was the stupidest fucking, I'm tougher than you, bro. Like, I hate you niggas, bro. That shit was just for him, bro. And now he got to fight for his life. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you about the niggas I done beat up or the people I done did shit to or shit like that when I was growing up and stuff like that. It don't make sense. I don't do that. Nobody. If you don't do it no more, what's the point of goddamn? Yeah, we used to break niggas' legs back in 2002. Right?
Hey, you know what? I know an old nigga that's like that. And here's the thing. But hold up. Here's the thing. He was just with the people that were doing that. He wasn't even doing that. This dude was all the way legit. But because he was hanging with them. And that's all he talk about too. I know, bruh, that'd be the worst thing to be like in your 50s and beyond, and you still trying to act like you was the toughest nigga back in the day.
Even if you was,
and that's
bro,
all, and that's all you got to talk about though.
The whole point,
and that's all you got to talk about at that age, bro. I think you just got a poor ass life. What we talking about?
If you trying to convince me, my uncles used to tell me that shit, bro. Any nigga trying to convince you how tough he is. Even if he tough, you dealing with a fucking dummy.
Yep.
I take that shit with me, bro. Cause 9 times out of 10, if a nigga not like if you finna fight somebody, if a nigga not a bitch, he probably finna hit you first anyway. Or you really finna have to try to catch him first. So it's not gonna be one of them situations where y'all yelling at each other, trying to do all that. So once you even doing that, you know you probably in a situation that could be de-escalated anyway. It don't even gotta be taken that way. So most of these niggas just, I don't know, bro. I want niggas to stay out of jail and stay out of the graveyard, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's not that hard, but like all.
But that's all they running after though.
All them niggas
that's all they running after.
Jumper had a prime opportunity to change their families' lives from talking shit on the microphone and fucking around and playing with each other, doing pranks and shit like that. But what I will say is what Adam condones on his platform is a bunch of bullshit. And he does use them niggas.
Yes, he
now,
does.
I'm not gonna say Adam. To me, Adam is way worse than Vlad. Because Adam directly profits from niggas' ignorance. And he uses it. He uses people he knows are ignorant. Most of them people that go up there to No Jumper be the stupidest, like the stupidest kind of street niggas that you gonna be. Like to the point where they will outwardly say they crimes. And then the people that he puts up there to try to manipulate the situation, like that Poetic Flacco loser ass nigga. Acts like DJ Academics.
Are you talking about the nigga who stuttered? He got spat on?
Him, that nigga. I remember like he had like them niggas just they corn like bro like he had a nigga up there, the pimp nigga, the sharp nigga, bro.
A sharp cool though, man.
Cool, bro, but I don't need like I'm good on that. Out of all them niggas, and Sharp terrible to women and shit. Out of all them niggas, Sharp probably the best nigga up there. Like the reasonable, thought out nigga, he probably got it. He probably got the belt for that. And before him, it was the AD dude that was up there. I'm not for the way he uses his platform and shit like that, but I can't blame him necessarily for them niggas being stupid. Because if you smart, a whole group of niggas already left from up there.
Facts.
So if you decided to stay and keep doing shit on the platform because you thought you can milk the platform, guess what you get?
Yeah.
Hard to feel bad for you, nigga.
Yeah. But Adam 22 and No Jumper.
They nasty.
That is today's Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
And also, if you really want to look at how the platform has transitioned since all those guys left, and they left because of Adam 22.
He did something racist.
Yeah. Oh no, he
Nick Fuentes up there or something like that. I remember.
Yeah. It was a Nazi. He had brought
a nigga that was a Nazi that had said bad shit about black people.
Yeah.
Called his nigga.
And this was the second time that he had did something like that. So that's why they left. They wasn't even talking about the people that was coming on and the situations that was coming. But they stood on business. Yeah. And if you look at it from there, only people like the only person that has a little bit of sense that he has on their consistency is Whack. Everybody else, he had nothing but the 5'5" crib.
I think the Whack the same.
All right, everybody. But Whack be knowing what he doing. Whack know what he be doing with 4 extra brick, baby, loose cannon. If you think about all the people that he brought on there, like as far as quality of talent and anything, he didn't even look for talent no more. He just looked for people who wanted to say wild shit and people who got responses.
And respect in the streets. So we can use that to, they don't want to mess with us with No Jumper. Like, that shit nasty. I'm hot and cold on Whack because I think Whack corny. I think a lot of that shit he does is like attention seeking corny shit. But at the same time,
he know what to do to keep his money going.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. At the same time, Whack a businessman.
Exactly.
And he done made a lot of money in the industry where they rape niggas. So it's hard. I can't not give him his respect just because I think
I respect
some of the
hustle
stuff
too.
He does is corny. But like he definitely one of them older dudes that I'm talking about, like that's living them war stories.
But also another example of Whack is think of somebody who's been on reality TV and stayed on reality TV. You have to do certain things to stay on those shows, and that's just what Whack does for himself. He, you know what I'm saying? So
Nene Leaks,
huh?
You calling him Nene?
I don't even think Nene is that bad.
Like, you talking about like not as like crazy, or you saying like she not as like locked in?
Whack 100 is going to do and say whatever it takes for him to keep that buzz and motion going on with him without saying and doing too much. Because if you listen to him, he be saying this. He be saying, "I did this, and then I did this. I did something bad, but I was doing something good. Right. I did, you know what I'm saying? Like." So like when I noticed that about him, that's why I was like, okay, well, you know what? You just trying to get your money. I can't knock that type of hustle.
Just pop out and be like, I got a sex tape. He'll be like, yo, what's up with this nigga, yo? Why do he keep saying shit like that? I'm not for niggas that expose sex tapes to other niggas and shit like that. So that's really, if I'm keeping it about, that's really my problem with Whack. I don't be fucking with all the weird shit.
Whack do be doing that. But shout out to all them niggas, man. I wish y'all well. I don't know exactly how the situation is going to play out,
I hope y'all
but
do get out.
I pray that none of the niggas I know will be at that age and still facing RICO charges. And it's a great time to be a civilian. Yeah, and in other nigga news in the hip hop world, right after that happened, then Yellow Beezy was arrested for capital murder for conspiracy to pay for hire murder for hire in the case of Mo 3.
Is
now,
that what Dirk got arrested for?
Huh?
Is that what Dirk got arrested for?
Yeah.
Paid murder hire.
Yeah, murder for hire. But this is something that people in Dallas and Texas was already, like, they already knew that down there.
Oh, I didn't. That's...
Nah, they already knew that because actually I was told by somebody who is very connected out there in Dallas, you know what I'm saying, on the music side, and they were saying that after Mo 3 passed away, things got bad for Yellow Beezy on the music side. You know, like there was a decline, you know what I'm saying, because they knew that he had something to do with that death, and then now, that's, you know what I'm saying, huh?
That's the only reason?
They fuck with Yellow Beezy before that.
Oh.
I interviewed Yellow Beezy before. He's a cool dude, but this was before that happened too. But he's a cool dude, you know what I'm saying? And like he really was about his business, man. The music shit was popping. Then like here's the thing: if you popping in Texas, that's a major thing because like you really got a whole fan base.
Money
you know?
out there in Texas.
Yeah. Like Texas is a major music market. So if you pop as an artist out there, you really got some real motion. And you know he was performing at the BET Awards, Hip Hop Awards and shit. So Yellow Beezy was doing his thing. Trap Boy Freddy was doing his thing too. Trap Boy
had the shit at the back.
Yeah, the shag. Yeah, that's the Texas stuff.
Yeah, I don't know too much about like what them niggas in Texas got going on. I know them niggas don't really play fair like in the streets down there. Like I get that. And
you had the situation with Lil Ronnie and his 5-year-old. Yeah, and this comes on the heels of that.
And I seen the stuff in the news about what Mo 3 possibly could have done to Yellow Beezy to.
Yeah, he did a song about it.
Create that situation. All I can say is I feel bad for both of them. I feel bad for Mo 3. I like Mo 3, I liked him. I feel bad for his kids. Yellow Beezy, I can say the same thing. Not as big a fan of his music, but the times I've heard him, I didn't have a problem with it. You know, I feel bad for that nigga family and friends too. You see how it's a different energy because Yellow Beezy wasn't on camera screaming that he killed Mo 3, so I can feel bad for this nigga. Cause sometimes, like, even though I'm one of the people that thinks that most things can be solved with conversation, I do think sometimes when shit devolves between two people that are fine doing shit in the streets and it plays out a certain way, while I feel bad for a nigga, I don't look at it the same as just killing somebody. And I know that might be backwards or not politically correct, but I do think that if you decide to live your life like that and there's another nigga living his life like that, and y'all come into issues, you and him both understand what comes with that. So, you know, I feel bad about it, and I wish it wasn't how life works. But shit, even cowboys used to kill each other. You know, I'm not sitting here trying to excuse, like, street niggas shooting each other or kids being killed and stuff like that, because I'm never condoning that. I'm strictly saying, like, when honestly, I want to say adults, but it's not always adults that end up doing it. Just to be honest, teenagers, high school kids run into it with each other, and neither one of them would be gangster. They just be scared. So that's different.
It was just their egos just getting involved, and I think that was the situation. Sorry. But now, something that Mo 3's former manager, Rainwater, he said in a recent interview, he said the worst part about this is it's 10 kids that done lost their fathers. You know what I'm saying? Mo 3 had 3. You know what I'm saying? Yellow Beezy got kids, and the dude, the comedian Roy Lee, because he got killed first.
I saw that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like all that put together, it was just a whole bunch of bullshit. But you know what? Dumb shit always spirals out of control because nobody wants to just be like, yo, I ain't known that. But here's the thing. One thing I've realized these days now is one of the worst things about the streets today is if somebody got smoked with you, you could real life never respond to that shit. And that nigga will still try to do you dirty when he see you. Even if you ain't even did nothing to this dude. Like if a nigga just want to be mad at you and he want to crash out, he gonna do it regardless.
It ain't always been like that. I can't really think of a time in my life it ain't felt like that. Or been explained to me like that.
But at for a long time, it was just if that happened, unless y'all was just really in the streets or whatever, it was just gonna be a fight. There was a time where, you know what, you could literally be on your own shit and a nigga would still want to fight you, and he fighting you, and then his homeboys jump in, so then you get jumped. Like that type of shit.
That used to happen a lot and growing up. I'm trying to think. Like, I think most of the time, if I saw like, you know, that probably is true. I was just trying to think. Like, have I ever seen somebody get like cut for real, and not for real, not for no real fight? I think about shit like that when I think about like why I need to stay out of jail. It's like, damn, bro, I don't think I got it in me to stab a nigga to death. Like, I feel terrible. I would feel terrible. I be thinking about shit like that. I knew I went for the streets because I just wasn't cut. Like, I'm not being around. When you're around enough people, you just be like, bruh, I can see. I remember I was talking to, like, a family member that, you know what I'm saying, had been in and out of jail or whatever. And he was just telling me, like, his logic on something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I know he was talking about, like, what would make him fuck somebody up. And I just remember being like, I was probably like 11, bruh, like, middle school age, but not real old. And I remember thinking, like, all of this shit sounds so stupid. Like, why would he do that for that? It was like, he was talking about if a nigga the fusions that just came out. He had fusions on, and he was like, if a nigga stepped on my fusions, I'd step on his fucking face. I remember thinking, what if he didn't mean to? Like, I don't give a fuck if it was a mistake, if a nigga did it on purpose, any of that shit. And I was just like, damn, bro, like, I'm not like that, bro, about shit. Like, I don't feel like that about shit. I don't get angry. Like,
which fusions did he have on? He had on the 4s, the 5s?
It was a 5. It was a 5. I just can't remember what color they were. I remember them being 5s, though.
Were they the black and red or like the black, blue?
Was it some gray orangish kind? Was it like an orange? I remember orange.
There was white, orange, and teal.
That's what I remember having. Was them 5s?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so that's what he had on, bro. Okay, and I just remember staring at him.
Man, please, like, them weren't the ones to go crazy about it.
He was just saying, that nigga was just throw. That nigga was just, yeah. And I love you, bro. That's my big cousin. But it's like, damn, bro. I have never felt like that in my life about anything, bro. And that was when it clicked, like, oh shit, like this. I'm young, so I'm portraying like I'm like that. You know, T.I. and all that shit out. This like before T.I. went to jail or some shit like that. So I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm like that. PSC, all that shit, man. I'm like, I don't even think I had been in like more than 2 or 3 fights, bro, my whole life at that point, bro. But I was acting like I was tough. And then that one talk with him, bro, I was like, damn, bro, if this is how tough niggas think for real, like, I don't think like this. So I might just be, you know, you grow up, your parents tell you, you acting like that. You acting like this. You ain't grow up like that. I remember always thinking that was just old people shit that I was just hearing. And when that shit happened, I remember thinking, maybe I'm acting. Like, maybe I'm not really like the type of nigga that I don't want to hurt nobody, man. Like, I feel like I can hear my grandparents in my head, like, it's only a couple things you're not really allowed to do in this life. If you like a regular Christian, honestly, one of them would be murder.
Yeah, kill.
The other one would be rape. And the last one was something with kids I can't ever think of, but I love kids, so I'll never even worry about it. But it's only 3 things that's going to get you sent to hell, straight up. No conversation with the big fella. Oh, kill yourself. Killing yourself used to be the other one they used to say. All the time. So them
adultery too. Adultery. Anything within the 10 Commandments was basically enough to get you.
Fucking on hoes?
Yeah, that's lust. That's fornication. Adultery.
Adultery one of the 10 Commandments?
Yes. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Yes. Bro, don't cross that. Hey, I'm gonna just tell you this. Okay. Don't cross that line.
But
don't
either way, I'm a kid. I ain't even worried about getting married. I'm just thinking like, damn, okay, I could do these 3 things. If all I can do is avoid doing these 3 things, I'll be able to get into heaven and I'll be fine, bro. So when I meet niggas and they don't think about that shit at all, bro, like no thought to that at all. I'll eat a nigga face, whatever. I always think like, damn, bro, you different than me. Because I do not.
That's all that is.
I've never thought like that, bro.
But
be aware, kids. Be aware of who you are out there.
Yeah, but also be aware of what the situation is between you and whoever. Because I think that's the lesson that we still aren't learning. Because
niggas don't be thinking it's that serious. Oh, it's that serious.
Yeah, and not only that, it's also the fact of you can't just have this, you know, like try to play it off as if like I ain't trying to look like no pussy or no shit like that, bro. It has nothing to do with that. It's about survival at the end of the day. And some people and a lot of niggas take that as, you know what, I ain't no pussy and I'm going to survive, so I'll kill you first. It's just a whole bunch of dumb shit. And then sometimes, man, shit don't even be that deep. Niggas real life swear that they all this, like they bosses and they real and they the hardest niggas out here, bro. I really do feel this. If you really feel like you a man and you really a boss, dude, you can be able to have a conversation with somebody. Now, what happens after that conversation is a whole nother thing. We can jump on the phone and say, yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Half of y'all not even saying what y'all feel. To another nigga, but you wanna know why? You wanna know why they can't do that though? Because it ain't even about shit. If you really ask a nigga why he got smoked with another person, and they just be like, did you know it's some dumb shit in the first place?
You know who does what you talking about though?
Who?
Jay Prince do that shit. Jay Prince good to have a conversation with a nigga, man. Like before, like ain't no as far as I know, Jay Prince is an upstanding businessman for everything I've seen since I've been alive. But I hear that about all of the tough gangster shit that people love to put on him. Yeah, every time I see him, even if he got an issue with a nigga, he'll talk to you. Hey, let me talk to you. Like he straight up, he lead with that. But like he just said, the reason why he lead with that is because he comfy to the motherfucker, and he know ain't nothing finna happen except this goddamn conversation. Yeah. A lot of niggas do not be sure that it's just gonna be the convo. That's a nigga. But when you know, knows.
Yeah, he knows what he'll do. He knows what he'll do, and that's the thing. He don't know
what you gonna do, but he knows what he'll do.
Exactly, and that's the main thing. That's the main thing. See, a lot of these niggas, like, they just be quick to crash out because it's just like you can't handle saying what your real problem is, because you know what? If you said what your problem is, everybody look at you and call you a whole bitch out here because you out here like on your period about some dumb shit. Y'all niggas really don't got no real smoke. And that's how a lot of these situations play out.
Tweets, man. I done seen niggas die over tweets and Instagram posts, all kind of shit, man. That 20, 30 years ago, niggas wouldn't even imagine. Damn, shout out to Damian Lillard. That nigga just blood clot.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I know. He probably done for the season.
But, yeah. Like, we just have to stop doing it. But even more so, it's just like, if you see your homeboy in a situation like that, somebody gotta be the one to be like, hey, bro, is this shit really worth it right now? Because what we doing?
Me and my homie just was talking to my other homie. Shout out to my dog, man. He was so fucking mad that the people at, like, Wendy's wanted him to pull up at, like, midnight after they told him it would take, like, 5 minutes. Then they was like, hey, can you pull up? And he started a whole thing and got the police called on him. So he called us when he on the way back. And I guess he thought that we was going to be like, nah, that makes sense. And like he was like, yeah, these motherfuckers going to tell me to pull up and wait another 5 minutes after they just told me it was going to be 5 to get me my food. And then we was like, well, why didn't you do it? And he like, nah, bro, it's the principle. It's the principle of it. Like, why would you tell me? I'm like, bro, they making fucking $10, nigga. They probably, like, bro, mistakes happen.
And they understaffed.
Yeah, it's midnight.
Yeah,
and he wasn't hearing none of that shit. And in that moment, bro, it hit me like, my homie just don't get it, bro. Like I love him to death, but I was like, bro, you don't see it for real, bro.
Yes.
You don't see it, and you're not gonna see it. Like, I could tell, even as talking to him about it, he was getting mad that we weren't agreeing with him. I could feel it. I was just like,
you just gotta pray for him.
I love you to death, bro, but you don't get it, bro. And I'm not. See, and this is what he talking about knowing who you around and what you around. I'm not finna keep pushing it. Like, cause I'm not like in the mood to have no big ass fight. So I'm not finna, plus it's your fuck up. I just told you that you was wrong so you don't get confused when you go home later and think, you know what, I handled that right. So I'm gonna let you know as your partner, bro. Right now, you are wrong, bro. But if you want to argue about it, I'm not finna argue with you about it. I'm just telling you wrong. And then I start doing something. I think I start rolling up or something. I was like, yeah. Whatever, nigga. I'm just telling you. Nigga ate the food. Me and my other partner was like, so you just caused this big ass scene, got the police called, and you
still took the food. You still took the food, right?
You should eat the food? And he was like, they wouldn't fuck with my shit. And I was like, well, how do you? God wouldn't play with me like that. Okay. As soon as a nigga get to doing that, I'd be like, all right.
He too convinced of his own shit.
As soon as a nigga say some shit like that, I'd be like, all right, bro.
Yeah. But I think this also goes back to what you had said previously, you know, like niggas is either going to prison or they going to the grave. And it's like, bro, can't we just live and get some money out here? Because that's what it used to be about. And y'all swear that it's still about that because y'all want to flash your money. You want to show all the drip and designer and stuff that you got, your car, and you blowing big blunts into the camera and all of that, bro. So why can't you just enjoy this? Like you can't enjoy your money if you ain't here to have it. You know what I'm saying? And niggas is not going to remember you, bro. All this long live whoever in they IG bio don't mean shit. Nigga, listen, it's plenty of women who got that in their bio, and the nigga is like, yo, you know what? That could be her ex-boyfriend. You know what? He not even thinking about if that's her ex-boyfriend because he's still just trying to fuck on her. And she probably gonna give it up if he the right one. So what are we saying here? Nobody's going to remember you except your mama. And this is the people that you are not thinking about are the people that's going to be thinking about you when your ass is gone.
I think a lot of these niggas be wanting their partners to die.
They do.
So
they do.
Somebody said that they know is dead, or
they do. They be wanting the worst shit to happen,
so they can have like, cause that's why
fake cred.
Pain music so popular. Everybody, all you niggas not in pain. They be listening to this shit.
Fake depressed and shit.
Yeah, y'all niggas not sad for real, bro. Like when I saw that No Cap Ghetto Angel song take off the way it did, bro. And like,
bro,
that shit. So, but even
niggas sung that shit at dude funeral.
Even me, bro. Even me. Like, you can get. When I was a kid, it was songs that you would get caught up in. Like, just like, damn, I'm just like these niggas. Like, nah, you're not though.
Yeah,
you're not though. Like the shit that they talking about, they rapping about niggas getting set on fire and seeing and shit like that. That is the worst possible thing you will ever see in your fucking life, bro. And them niggas be rapping about it. Like, that's not for you to relate to, nigga.
Shit, nobody want to relate to that shit.
It's for him to get it out. Like, you're not supposed to be listening to the shit. Like,
shit, nobody want to relate to that.
I see what Rollo's talking about with this one, because they killed my nigga after the basketball game, too. Like, that's not what I don't think that's what he made it for.
Yeah.
I think he made it to let you know what his life was like, and a lot of niggas would go out and live their lives according to that shit. And then they end up blaming the artist and shit like that was that nigga intention to give you like the step-by-steps on how to do something.
Niggas are stupid and they fatherless and their mom is on Instagram and TikTok. Fatherless,
but my mama not on Instagram. That's what's fucked up about niggas.
Exactly.
Now, a lot of niggas' moms do OnlyFans now according to the kids. So,
bro,
it's tough.
Bro, I know a few OnlyFans models. And I know an OnlyFans model, like, this is off topic, but she was doing OnlyFans, and she said she stopped because her son kept getting into fights at school because niggas was throwing that in his face. You know what I'm saying?
Good job stopping. It's not like they already got the footage.
Yeah. And, hey, parents, listen, you can say your page is private, don't know kids be on your page. Trust me, if you doing whatever on your page, the kids that go to school with your child have seen it. End of story. But back to this shit, man. Like, man, I just wish young black men out here would really just start. Like, they don't value themselves. They value everything but themselves. And that's something that's scary as shit. And then also, a lot of y'all really got fake friends because just like you said, like, a lot of these niggas really want their homeboys to die so they can really, like, try to relate to this type of shit. Nigga, no. You supposed to have niggas around you that's really on some shit. Like honestly, I think that's one thing that helped me. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I got a homeboy BJ. Like we don't even hang together like that no more. But like when I moved back down to Atlanta, and this is my junior year of high school, he was one of the best influences. You know what I'm saying? And we knew that a lot of his good qualities and traits came from the fact that his dad was in the house, and we all knew his dad. You know what I'm saying? And we knew that his dad was teaching him and guiding him, and he showed it in everything. Like he was the reason why I stopped sagging my jeans. I stopped sagging my pants because of him.
Nah, it was like my uncles and shit. They was doing the behind scared straight shit. My uncle came home right when all that shit was happening. That nigga used to be going, like, pick a nigga up. If they come call him to come get a nigga from school, where the nearest police station? Like, he doing all the extra shit, bro. But now that I think about it, when I moved to the south side from where we was living on Bankhead, that is when I started meeting niggas with dads.
I'm saying.
Keeping it in the buck. I didn't really know nobody that had a pops until we moved. And then now looking back at it, shit, Coach Barry, my football coach, literally the first person I met when I went to try to play football. I got left with his twin sons, and we close as hell. But Coach, real deal black man, trip the fuck out on you, even if you're not his kid. Crazy as fuck. My best friend dad that's passed, RP Mr. Thomas, one of the meanest niggas you'll ever meet in your life, but he was like nice mean. Like, he's the type of nigga to walk in the room, like, he skinny old nigga, but he'll walk in the back and like see us on the game and just walk away. And then he'll come back like maybe 20 minutes later, be like, take y'all ass outside. And then be like, we playing the game. Nigga just unplug the game. Outside. And then you try to come back, and nigga be like, nigga, lock the door on you. It's too early. Like, he be talking like
he didn't want no
like
kids
that.
in the house. He didn't want them niggas around.
It wasn't like he was trying to do something. His mom it would just be him. I think now we think he was smoking weed, but like at the time he used to just be like, "Hey, y'all niggas get out and come back when it's dark."
Yeah,
like,
yeah. He wanted y'all to be
08.
active.
It's like 08, 09. We was already out. We would go outside, but he would just be like, "Y'all niggas not supposed to be inside." Or that we spend the night. He'll come in the back. Hey, in the morning. This is high school now. In the morning, y'all gonna watch them rims. Cause we riding in the car and shit now. Like we 14, 15, he letting us drive. He taught me how to drive, but he letting us drive around. Nigga come in the room 11 o'clock at night. Hey, you gonna watch them rims in the morning and just walk off. Or one time he literally came in the room and said, y'all gonna move them rocks in the front to the back, and just left. And the nigga was like, nigga, you talking about like jail? Like breaking rocks? Nigga was talking about literally picking up rocks, bruh, and moving them to the back, bruh. And he was like, shit, if your big ass gonna sleep here, you gonna work.
Yeah.
And that's all it was. I was like, that's normal shit.
I had 2 dads. So like, you know, like I just wish things would be better, man. But, you know, like right now that's all we've been talking about on this episode, you know, is just black men throwing their lives away on some dumb shit. And eventually somebody gotta stop it. But y'all don't listen to the smart niggas though. The niggas that ain't
even no smart niggas.
Hey man, if you was
I'm just not
listen,
like
y'all don't listen to civilian niggas. Y'all don't listen to civilian niggas.
I be feeling my brother and me was talking about this shit one day, bruh. Like the level of intelligence you feel like you got, because if you think you smart, you probably not. Right? So it's a baseline of stupid. This is just me personally. I think there's a certain level of stupid that's really, really common where we live. Maybe in America, right? I think if you can exist above that stupid and not be as stupid as them niggas, you don't necessarily got to be the smartest person in the world. All you got to do is not be as stupid as the dumb nigga. Like when you meet a nigga and it's like, oh, this is a dumb nigga. You can't be that stupid. But you don't necessarily need to have an IQ of 180 or some shit like that. Like you don't need to be a supercomputer. Like I don't feel like I can't explain how I can't explain how rockets shoot. I can't explain the rain that falls. I can't explain the grass that grows. But I can explain that you should probably go to college instead of dropping out of high school.
Exactly.
I can give you that one. Or I can show you should probably wait till you get home to smoke the weed instead of in the car while on the streets when you're stopping every couple of minutes.
Oh man. R.I.P. Mo 3, R.I.P. Roy Lee. Prayers up for Yellow Beezy because
I felt
again,
bad when that dude died. I saw him in a documentary, but them jokes he was doing was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
And that was part of the beef.
Yeah,
you know, that was part of the beef. But
I would have never done that.
But again, prayers to Yellow Beezy and anybody else. Or shout out to Trap Boy Freddy, because at the end of the day, these are people I know. Like I actually have Trap Boy Freddy's number. I spoke to him last time he was here in Atlanta, which was just a few weeks ago. You know, and I just wish we do better. All right, we got better places to go. You got better places to be than somebody's prison cell, somebody's prison, or a graveyard. Period.
Yeah, go home, nigga.
Get you some pussy. What you mean? Yeah, and as we transition, we still have more shit happen in the same time frame. This all happened within a week's time. Within like a few days of each other. Because Friday, the news broke that the man accused and charged of shooting and killing another Atlanta rapper, Trouble. He took the plea deal.
Dummy.
20 years.
They gave that nigga life, I thought.
He got 20
to life though, right?
That was just 20 from what I read.
I thought they gave your stupid ass life.
Nah. I ain't taking no plea deal for no life. But here's the thing.
Fucking bozo.
This situation hit home for me because I knew the dude who killed him. I actually played football with him. Yeah, like J Mike lived across the street from me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I'm talking about the house I live in now. Like he was, like when I first bought my house, he was already living in the neighborhood.
Oh, so you still lived there?
Nah. Not just something. He had already moved, but like I know him since 7th grade. You know what I'm saying? We was on the football team together, and a lot of people, especially from around my way, was defending J Mark because he's legit not like that. But I always say, what I always say is you can't say that because here's the thing. When that shit happened, everybody was shocked because that was the same day that Metro Boomin, like the news broke about Metro Boomin's mom being killed. Yes. Horrible situation. That was a heartbreaking situation, and then like less than like 2 hours later, we got the news about Trouble. Like, what the fuck was going on?
I wouldn't even have thought twice though. Y'all do not know what a nigga like when he is stalking.
Exactly.
Like
when it comes to a woman, you never know. You don't know.
9 times out of 10, men will never know how awful a nigga can get or how bad a nigga can get because you ain't ever seen him whining or fucked up about a fucking girl, boy. But girls, women, whatever you want to call them, these niggas get way beside themselves, bro.
Especially the young boys.
and Brad in his 30s, bro. And so was Trouble that he killed, bro. To kill a nigga, like I was just like we just said, all that shit about how street niggas should act, and not how street niggas should act, but how people be acting and shit, but then they want to call themselves street niggas. Then you got a nigga like Trouble, who was a street nigga, who turned into a rapper.
And made a whole career out of it.
Turned it into a career and managed to keep his ass out of jail that entire time. From the time he became a rapper to the time he died. I can't think of one time Trouble wasn't on the streets for real for something for something serious. I ain't talking about getting caught with weed or something like that. Going to jail for months at a time. I can't think of one time it happens. The only thing Trouble was known for around the city was being cool. Excuse me, being cool, making good music, and fucking hoes.
Yep.
That's all he was known for, bro.
He did have a lineup, for real.
To kill this nigga, basically because your girl or your ex.
Baby mama, this is baby mama.
Your baby mama wanted to, you know what I'm saying? You hear the song, she want to fuck with a nigga campaign? It's no way you thought. Like, he wasn't thinking. You get no strikes for killing a nigga over a girl.
Yeah, of course. Like
nobody cares. Nobody think you tough for that.
But
you came into the crib before he could do anything and killed him. It's not even tough.
Okay, so allegedly, I wasn't there, so I can't confirm nor deny.
Now, whatever they said happened,
yeah,
he did. So what they say he did?
Allegedly, he took Trouble had grabbed his gun and he took the gun from Trouble, then shot him. I can't say whether or not, but here's the thing I've always said.
What? Hey, never mind, bro.
Listen, here's the thing I've always said though. In this situation, neither one of them should have been there. Whatever situation that Jay might like whatever situation dude had with his baby mom, okay, cool. Y'all got to handle that. But she knew what was going on, so it's her job to say, you know what, not tonight, because he could have came over next week or tomorrow night or something like that. This shit could have waited.
I thought he was camped out waiting on her to bring somebody home.
Nah. He came back. He went over there because they was all the way out there in Rockdale. So like that's a minute, you know. So like he pull up, he see the car, and then boom. But it's like he breaks into the house.
You know, Trouble car. That nigga been in your baby mama.
That car was very identifiable.
Okay.
That vet that he had, it was easy to tell that was his.
You know Trouble at your baby mama house though.
Okay, it was a lot of other things. It was a lot of other things that happened. But like again, I don't think he knew that he was there until he saw that car. That's what I'm saying. I really don't. And there's a lot of other things I won't really say just because out of respect for somebody I know. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I know, you know what I'm saying? But I also knew Trouble. And we had just saw Trouble at P's birthday party.
I wasn't there.
Yeah. It was P's birthday party. Because he was there pouring pouring Hennessy and
that was when they had all the black suits and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
I remember seeing that.
So like people had literally just saw him like days before that. So imagine like that happened just so fast, and it was crazy around my way because it was like, damn, like why'd you do that? And like this was before we knew what happened. We were just like, bro.
People thought that girl set that nigga up, bro. Like, bro, doing some shit like that is so stupid, man.
But that's why they say you don't spend the night in a woman's house because you don't know.
Sometimes.
You don't know. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes you do gotta stay, but sometimes you, hey.
My old lady at her crib, like, damn.
But honestly, you know what? You'll get out of that. Like the more emotion you get, you'll get out of that because like paranoia kind of kick in a little bit. But like paranoia, huh?
think I'm still college brain.
Oh yeah, man.
I don't have no problem going to a girl house. But then again, I don't just be everywhere. So like, it ain't like I'm pulling up in the West End to kick it at a girl house. But if she stay out there in Brookhaven, I ain't got no issue.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. But it's just a crazy set of circumstances. Another situation that just spiraled out of control. But rest in peace to Trouble, for real.
Shout out to his family.
Yeah,
a bunch of kids.
Yeah, man.
Kids.
Yeah, he was a father. You know, he was a son. You know, and he was a real businessman. You know what I'm saying? And like he had new music and shit on the way. It's just like, damn, man. It's like ain't nobody seeing their fullest potential. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, you know, all my young boys out there, man, y'all learn something from these situations for real, if nothing else, man. Because you don't have to say R.I.P. to anybody,
right?
And you don't have to say long live to about anybody. Like it's one thing, like you can't control life and death, but ain't nobody telling nobody to pick up no gun and shoot nobody.
Damn, they ain't even put out no posthumous music. Trouble. I was just thinking about like, damn, they put out an album since he had been passed, and they hadn't. Somebody needs to do something. I mean, I don't even know who owns Trouble Music. That'd be a good question. You probably find some shit like that out.
Yeah, but
R.I.P. Trouble. That shit was terrible. But I'm happy his family got justice.
Yeah. And I also saw the charges that they was throwing at dude. I'm gonna say this. I can kind of see why he took that plea because they put malice murder and aggravated murder on there. You can get the death penalty for that.
Because it's cold-blooded murder. You killed somebody because he was fucking your girlfriend. There's no other way to look at that. If he was in Texas, they probably would have charged him with capital murder.
Yeah, but also, like, there used to be a time where they would look at you like, well, this is a crime of passion.
Shit, they just gave Cain Velasquez fucking year and a half. For trying to kill a nigga that was
molesting his son.
Or son, yeah. I said daughter. Yeah, molesting his son. And just because he was shooting, just because they have baseline sentencing for some of the shit that he did, so they had to go as easy as possible. He only gonna do a year and a half off of 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years.
Served and shit like that. Nigga was totally justified. I thought he was gonna go in there and they was gonna goddamn.
But that's the thing. That's the thing right there. That's the thing right there, man. Listen, look. If you want to crash out over something like that means something. Yeah, that's worth it. You will crash out over your mama in a second. Yeah. I will crash out over my mama in a second. I don't have kids, but I got nieces and nephews. I would crash out about any one of them. And I buried one of my nephews. Had the same birthday as me. You know what I'm saying? So there's things that's worth crashing out. And you have to understand, people like me, people like, just like how you mentioned Jay Prince, we know what we willing to crash out about. So that's why we move the way that we move. I wake up every day prepared to do whatever I got to do to protect my family, protect my money, and to protect myself. Whatever that means, I'm going to have to do that because I'm going to get back home. Ain't nothing getting in the way of that. So if you own that, that's perfectly fine. All this other dumb shit that y'all be on, because them niggas hang out with them niggas. So the fuck what? Ain't you getting some money out here? No. What the fuck? Like, don't y'all got something to do? No, y'all just sitting around doing them fucking whippets and shit all day and smoking these blunts with half tobacco in it. Like, what the fuck?
Calm down on the tobacco blunts. But I haven't seen niggas with the whippets in a little minute, so maybe
that shit is dying down, man. Like, I think we did a good thing by talking about that on the pod. I think
maybe it'll. He said we did it.
Yeah, I think we played a part now. You know what I'm
saying? I'm happy to see that. I think what really happened is the kids that was doing it went off to college. And I just haven't noticed, but they haven't, or maybe these police officers did their jobs and went to talk to the people that run these goddamn stores. It was like, hey, you're selling drugs, selling drugs right here on the front counter. But yeah, sorry, I'm really sorry to hear about what was going on in California. Hopefully, all of the people that are innocent get to come home because I don't think every single one of them niggas that got picked up did something wrong.
Yeah.
But some of you niggas made a bed and need to lay in it. I ain't gonna cap. Some of y'all just stupid as fuck. But that's it for me.
Hey, man, that's another episode of SauceTV. Listen, man, I end my radio show with this all the time. Maybe I'm going to start doing that here. Stay safe and stay out the way, all right? Keep God first and always let your sauce drip. What you mean?